You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
First of all, the audience looks amazing.
I'm here at the opening ceremony for the Diaspora Conference.
You know, I'm looking out at I'm going to say easily 600 persons in attendance tonight. Welcome home to every single one of you. We set a target of 1,000 Jamaicans coming from home and abroad to celebrate this, the 10th biennial Jamaica Diaspora Conference. And as at yesterday morning, we had surpassed 1,100 registered attendees. A big round of applause to every single one of you for making the journey come back a yard.
It's minus videoing. Oh, okay, awesome.
Take care, how are you doing? Hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah. So, here, Kristina Canadian Immigrants, and I'm here with, remind me of your name, Shay from the UK. Yes. And she just mentioned something super awesome that we definitely have to talk about on camera. Go tell us all about it.
So I'm from the University of Cambridge, Emmanuel College, and at Emmanuel College there is a scholarship called the Northfield Scholarship, and essentially it's for Caribbean students, and you can come to Cambridge University to study a subject of your choice for 3 years, and it's fully funded as well as per the scholarship. So it's a brilliant opportunity for people who are looking to get outside of the Caribbean to do their university degree. It's such an amazing opportunity. Emmanuel College, Northfield.
Emmanuel College, full scholarship. Any particular program? Oh, you can study anything.
You can study anything, but you still have to go through the process. But look it up on the internet, Northfield Scholarship, and there'll be enough information there. And
Woo!
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
I am a Canadian immigration coach. My platform is called As Told by Canadian Immigrants on YouTube. And yeah, tell us about, because I see rent a car, which is very...
Yeah. So we are actually Aspen, so we're partnered with Swift Car Rental. So we are the largest single provider for Airbnb in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Plus we offer a wide variety of services: chauffeur service, bodyguard service, personal chef, personal chauffeur. Yeah, the whole works.
Oh, this is perfect. So I know somebody right now who's looking for an Airbnb near Cornwall Regional Hospital who also needs chauffeur. Great.
Lovely. We can provide.
Here's the number.
Yes.
Okay, so this is cool. There's more. On your way out, there's networking. It doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
And that is a wrap for today. I mean, you've seen a little bit of the things and the people and the cool sponsors. Here's JN Group and this swag bag. And there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Maggie Cock soup. And there's some other stuff there. Oh, hi. Pardon? Oh, hello, Victoria Mutual.
Hello. My name is Suzette Lloyd. Yes. I represent VM Group. And it's really wonderful that we're here in Montego Bay celebrating with the numerous Jamaicans that are here celebrating the 10th biennial Diaspora Conference. So come on down and get valuable information, great networking, and just remember, it's brand Jamaica all the way.
Yes.
One love.
Woohoo! Hi, see you tomorrow. It was so good. That was so energizing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, we're gonna do this more tomorrow. See you tomorrow. It is day 1 of the Diaspora Conference, and we're getting ready. Kristina McPherson representing from Canada. Check out my new merch. Representing from Victoria Mutual. Let's do this. We're at the Montego Bay Convention Center. Lots of walking. Okay, here we go.
Those diaspora markets. Our businesses are, I think, well tuned for the Jamaican space and also for the diaspora, in that everything that we offer to Jamaicans, we offer to the diaspora. So Grace would have given the example of Susan.
We're in the marketplace, which is very fancy. Very fancy, okay? Here. Okay, take care. Wow. Hello. Okay. Hello, San. Hello.
We're Ajawi.
Okay.
Oh, I know your channel.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kristina, as told by Canadian Immigrants.
Nice.
So I live in Canada, and I kind of stopped by Ajawi Limited. I know you guys have Ajawi TV.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can subscribe. Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of popped by, and she was letting me know that you guys will design houses and help returning residents do the design, construction, all of that stuff to completion so they can come and move in.
Yeah.
So I was telling her that I have a building that my dad very ambitiously started many years ago, and it's one of those, you know, those Jamaican houses that you walk around and see just concrete structure,
Yeah.
and no roof, nobody don't live in there. So it's one of those.
Nice.
And we need somebody to finish it, and it's been difficult. You know, you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
You don't know where to find the right people. And so I was so happy when she told me about that, because you guys can probably help me to get this thing finished. And we just bought tile, so I'm
Yeah.
serious, I'm not joking.
Nice. So what we do is that. All right, let me give you a little bit of a background or a backstory.
Okay.
So a couple of years ago, I saw where returning resident they came back
Yeah.
to a house that they built,
Yes.
and they weren't able to actually live in it
Yeah.
because of a tragic incident. And that kind of spoke to me.
Yeah.
So through that, I decided that, hey, why not offer something where returning resident can be overseas, they're
Yes.
working,
Yes.
and they know that if them send back the money
Yeah.
to somebody, they have somebody who is accountable,
Yes.
somebody who can inspect for them,
Yes.
somebody who can sign off for them,
Yes.
right? Somebody who can visit the parish council for them,
Yes.
somebody who can even
Everything. Perfect.
select a contractor for them, right? And monitor that contractor. And not only that, if they need a lawyer, we can link them up with a lawyer that is downstairs to me. So it's never a situation where they can call, where they call and they can't get somebody. So that's one of our guarantees. If you pick up the phone and call Ajawi Limited and you don't get us the first time, we will return that call to you.
Okay.
And if you call us in the night, no, don't call me at 12 o'clock, you know. Don't call me at 12. But we will say to you, hey, I'm kind of busy right now. Let me call you back. Isn't that something that you would rather than somebody you call and you don't get them, or you get them one off, or the next time 3-4 weeks down the line, that's when you get. That's the problem that we're trying to solve. We believe that in Jamaica we have a gem, and if we were to, as a people, invest in Jamaica,
Yes.
it would help our economy
Yes.
overall.
Yes.
So we want to encourage returning residents to come back, build, and do it safe.
Yes. And this is something that is a common conversation amongst us as Canadian immigrants, because right now in Canada, the housing prices are absurd,
Yeah.
right? It's like it's $1 million house. That's not even like, you don't look at it and say, oh, that's $1 million house. No. You know what I mean? If it's $1 million you're spending, it needs to look like $1 million. You know what I mean? And so, you know, what I usually say is that I'm not interested in owning $1 million home in Canada. I'm not. I'd rather take that money and do 3 houses in Jamaica, because your money can go further in Jamaica and have a lot more opportunities for income potential, because you're going to buy the $1 million house, you're going to live in it. That's not going to make any money, right? So it's not even just for returning residents, is people who want to invest, people who want to live there, even non-Jamaicans who are interested in retiring by the beach, you know, all of that stuff. So you guys are doing an amazing thing, and it is much, much, much needed. I am your target audience. I am so freaking serious, because I literally just bought tile. And so thanks, shout out to Creative Building Finishes and Camilla McDonald. So she was running a competition. I know Camilla. She was running a competition on social media for the tile, because when she was doing the tile at Skyline, and I won the $100,000 from Creative Building. So now I win, and then I go back to Canada with my $100,000. I said, well, I know I have to go buy a tile, and and I'm not physically here, so I'm trying to coordinate my family to go. Everybody busy, so like literally, I had to ask a very good family friend, shout out to Mr. Walters in Canada, can you go and video call me so we can pick up some tile? Buy the tile. So all of that coordination, I would rather subcontract. I completely, I would rather.
And that's one of the things that makes it so so much more, let us say, inclusive, is because we have 360-degree inspection. So even when you're picking out the tile, you can actually go inside the hardware and walk through with our camera, and you can actually look around and select the tile that you want.
Yes.
Right? So we want to make it as if you're here in Jamaica while you're actually overseas.
Yes.
And one of the things that I think helps tremendously is that we sign off. Whenever you are paying money to people, you don't pay us. Right? What we do is we say, okay, don't pay it until my signature goes on it, then you pay. But I will not sign on something that damage my name or that will put me into prison, right? So that is where it's you get so that's really what it's about. It's we want to help those that are overseas to come back and to invest, and it helped me as well, because I want it to be that Jamaicans don't leave university or leave school and immediately they are thinking about going overseas. We want to reach a point where in Jamaica, when you leave school, you can get a decent job and you can make the money right here. You can get the opportunity right here.
Canadian immigrants is safe to come back. Don't do what I did.
Right? So, I mean, for those that are overseas and they say, boy, they're not coming back, I'm not beating them. Right? I'm saying, if you decide to come back, the opportunities are here. And look at it as an investment. Right?
And so I moved to Canada 10 years ago. And by 2017, so that's 2014. So by 2017, that's 3 years in, I was like, I'm not doing this winter thing. It's not for me. The kind of life I want to live is go there when it's warm and come here so when it's cold. So that's even an opportunity to live here 50% of the time and then live wherever else you want 50% of the time. Because, you know, like international travel and living abroad, it does something to you, right? You grow up quick, but also a lot more exposure and stuff like that. So do your thing. Go where you want to go, come back, live 50% here, build your house and we'll build it for you, and you come back and you have a door on your house and place to move into and furniture and all these things. So you guys are doing a great thing. I have your information. I don't know. I will get your information. Because I'm so serious. You guys are in Kingston, but it don't really matter.
No, we operate straight across the island. And we operate by appointments, right? So when people trying to reach out to us, we try to schedule our time so that when you actually want to meet us or meet with us, we're not all over the place. And that's the most important part of it. We schedule time.
Another question for you, this might be the last one, hopefully, maybe, is, so my place is in St. Anne, and I would rather, you know, have local whatever it is, so that is, because if I buy tile from Kingston, no, I have to transport it from Kingston,
it's kind of more
right?
expensive.
Exactly, right? So will you be hiring local workers or whatever the case is, or local contractors, or partnering with local people, so that it's not going to be expensive for me to hire somebody from Kingston.
Okay. All right. So it's a yes and a no. Here's how I say that.
Quality.
We personally don't employ the workers.
Yes.
But we engage a suitable, keyword suitable contractor within your area, or somebody who is going to be down in your area for a set period of time, right? So we establish that contract.
Yeah.
And what that does is you cap your expenses.
Yeah.
So in most cases what happens is you would try to get a contractor to do something within an area, right? But there's no bill of quantities, there's no set budget that you're working with.
Yeah.
So the contractor can go in and select whatever they want, and that will actually run up your cost.
Yeah.
But if you have a bill of quantities in place and you have a process in place, even if your contractor is in Kingston, it doesn't cost you more.
Yeah.
So you may see, I don't want to say better contractors in Kingston, because everywhere you go, but if you actually run your tender and select a contractor, and your contractor realize that, okay, to get to this area, this is what it will cost, this is what transportation will cost. When they're doing their bid for your project, they will have to consider that. Now, if their transportation costs go up or down, none of your business.
No,
because we're working based on a contract and we're working on a set time. That runs the project.
Cool.
So I hope I answered the question.
Yeah. That's
right?
fair. That's fair. And like, at the end of the day, you have to do quality. Where is the quality? Is it within your budget? Wherever it come from,
Exactly.
right? But as long as there's that consideration, so that's, I'm not trying to get tile from Kingston all the time. I love you, Creative Building Finishes, and they did a great job. They were very accommodative, so shout out to them.
And shout out to Heather.
Heather had Creative Building Finishes?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't talk to Heather, but hi Heather. Cool. Well, I like what you guys are doing. I'm your audience. Thank you so much for accommodating me and taking the time to have this interview. And for sure. And we will subscribe and all these wonderful things, share, all these things.
All right, sounds good. So like, comment, share, subscribe.
Oh wait, how can they find you?
We're at ajawilimited.com. On YouTube, you'll find us at Ajawi_TV. And let me tell you, check out Build with Ajawi. It's a series that we do that take you from start to finish on how to do construction in Jamaica. From the design to the actual turnover. And we actually show you a project that came in within budget. A lot of times, people do construction and it go over. We show you how we did it and how we got them from start to finish and stayed within the budget. So check it out.
Cool. And I'm Kristina from As Told by Canadian Immigrants, and that's what I am on Instagram, YouTube, and my website, As Told by Canadian Immigrants at gmail.com. Not at gmail.
We actually watched their series, didn't it?
Yeah, she saw me and was like, I know you.
We watched a series from
cool.
Long time.
Yes. Well, thanks for watching. Are you guys hiring? Just kidding.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
So my background is in architecture. I have a bachelor's in architecture and a
We're
postgraduate.
We're actually looking people to come in that have the same mindset as us.
I do.
Really?
I know. I'm not trying to move to Jamaica right now, but I'm just.
No,
it just sounds very alluring.
People that even people who are coming back that actually can say integrate with us.
Yes.
Say, all right, they're coming back and they're trying to build something that fits for the diaspora.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
If you're an architect overseas and you're looking to come back to Jamaica, reach out.
Yeah, my background is in architecture and I'm
there's a
postgraduate in project management, so I'm
Really?
both.
We should talk.
We should talk. It sounds
like
very
a good
alluring.
connection, right?
Yes.
All right, so
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely.
And thank you for sharing your story. all right?
Yes. Mic check. Hello, my name is Kristina McPherson. I have a platform called As Told by Canadian Immigrants on YouTube, and I empower immigrants with information and access to quality resources and information to help them get themselves situated in Canada. And right now, the Canadian immigration policies are changing and significantly affecting a lot of our Jamaicans. There's a family that is right now packing up to leave Canada because they've fallen out of status and have not been able to situate themselves in Canada as permanent residents. And this will be the fate of many for this year and next year because of the immigration policies. And whereas we don't have control over Canadian immigration policies, I think we have control over the access to the information to get to them, to do some sort of outreach or something if there is an opportunity for an immigration arm on the consulate to see if there is something that we can do to help our Jamaicans in Canada to get the information in time to help situate themselves in Canada, because instability is a distraction to their potential in life and potential to contribute back to Jamaica.
Very much for that question for Montego Bay Convention Center under the theme United for Jamaica's Transformation, Fostering Peace, Productivity, and Youth.
You hope it's...
Hey, how you doing? I mean, listen, we want to welcome Kristina back to Jamaica. You know, we did an amazing interview when she was in Canada, and I'm really hopeful that everything we spoke about, that you've already started to see it on full display here, you know, from the youth empowerment. I mean, we had an amazing discussion this morning speaking about wealth creation and great avenues, you know, for persons who make second generation, third generation, opportunities for youth as well to invest in real estate in Jamaica, invest in our development. You know, and of course, Kristina is here. She's going to be taking you right throughout the conference over the next 3 days. And of course, you know, I mean, it's all about peace, productivity, youth empowerment, a united Jamaica, one Jamaica, no fragmentation. That is how we're going to continue this path of growth and development. Thank you for coming down.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Take care.
Thank you. And this is a really beautiful marketplace, I must say.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Charlie. So what happened to Shirley?
Charlie?
Yeah,
We have Charlie.
No, but what happened to Shirley?
Shirley's from a different club.
Oh.
And of course, Shirley need a Charlie.
Shirley need a Charlie. Well, let me get a Charlie.
Okay.
So who is Shirley? Oh, you guys can't say because you are national, so you're not going to try to. Okay, Charlie. This is Charlie Biscuit, okay? Day 2, back again. All right. So today is the Prime Minister's Day.
First of all, the audience looks amazing. And the place packed. Or put it so you can understand. It ran.
I am here with our Minister of Agriculture, and I know that you're launching the Eat Jamaica campaign. And so I'm Kristina from Untold by Canadian Immigrants.
Hi, Kristina. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you. And I help people to understand the Canadian immigration system, get themselves situated in Canada. And 2 weeks ago, actually, I just interviewed a Jamaican who is part of the diaspora in Canada, and he has this platform called buyblacks.com.
Okay.
And he just had a restaurant week. And what he's doing is promoting and supporting black-owned restaurants and eat black food and eat intentionally. And that's where I saw this, Eat Jamaican thing come in, because as part of the diaspora, I feel like, of course, it's when we're not in Jamaica, when we want to eat Jamaican, when we can't find the ackee and we eat tin ackee. So can you tell me more about this Eat Jamaica thing and how we can bring it to Canada?
Yeah, so historically we've had an Eat Jamaica campaign locally, which clearly is just to encourage everybody that when they go out to make better choices and to support our farmers. We decided that this year we're going to launch our first ever Eat Jamaica Global Campaign. So we are taking it to Canada and to our main diaspora market. So definitely the US, the UK, and definitely Canada. And again, for a number of reasons. One, we think it's very, very important that, especially as the global marketplace gets more competitive, that we continue to distinguish Jamaican products, right? We have the best food in the world. I mean, it is the most flavorful. It just has a different profile. And the truth is, from our ackee to our mangoes to our coffee to our
jerk chicken,
peppered shrimp, you know. So we decided that, one, we have to embark on a campaign to say to not just members of the diaspora, but the world in general, that you should eat Jamaica. You should eat Jamaica because it's more tastier, it's healthier most of the time, and, you know, support black-owned business, support our local Jamaican farmers and families. So that is one. Additionally, we do find that there are a number of knockoffs on the international marketplace, right? So a number of products brand themselves Jamaican or Jamaican style, a number of fresh produce. They label them as Jamaican X, and they're not, right? So we have to help, especially our diaspora members, differentiate that. So we have to be deliberate about it, intentional about it, strategic about it. So that's going to be part of our Eat Jamaican campaign. Additionally, we do believe that we should find a way to promote, to support those restaurants that are doing authentic Jamaican food using authentic Jamaican spices. We do believe we should support those supermarkets and retail chains that are pushing Jamaican produce. So we want to develop, as a part of our Eat Jamaica Global Campaign, a sort of database. So you can just go up and say, all right, you know, if you have a Jamaican restaurant, boom, these are the ones that we have approved and say they are going good. Right? So we launched it today. We're going to stick to our traditional months. Eat Jamaican month is normally November. Right? Eat Jamaican Day is the 25th of November. Right? So we're going to use those days, and we're just taking it globally. So what we want to do now is we're going to partner with our consulates or missions to have special initiatives around that, to bring the message in, to help us populate that database, and just to tell you how you can differentiate things like that.
Amazing. I love that. That's definitely a direction that I love to hear, especially as a millennial. You know, the database will be all technology and all these things, because a friend of mine, and I big up, shout out to Temu, have been thinking about doing, there's this thing called mukbang, where people go to restaurants and they YouTube themselves or video themselves eating their authentic food. So we were going to do a Jamaican restaurant mukbang. So
it can work. It can work. Seriously. So that will work. We want to do things like that because we want to, again, keep the message. We want to keep the message year long. And we want people to, again, be intentional. When you go out, it's better to spend your money when you know it's coming back to your home. It's coming back to your yard. It's coming back to the farmer here. So, you know, it's a tin of ackee, but I mean, somebody probably in my constituency, middle quarters, hired people who went out and purchased those ackees and got them to the factory. Right? So it makes a difference. It does have a tremendous knock-on effect. And I think everybody, whether you live here or abroad, you want to see the development of your island home. And the best way to do it is through supporting these initiatives.
Perfect. I love that. And it sounds like Eat Jamaica and the week is actually in line with the next restaurant week in Canada. So I'm going to have to connect you with Roger Dundas, who runs the restaurant week for Eat Black to Eat Jamaican.
We're looking for partners. So if you're interested, reach out to the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. We are looking for people to work with us to spread the message.
Okay. So that's a wrap.
First partner here.
Yes.
Yeah, as
yes.
told by immigrants.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Eat Jamaican.
Campaign.
Yes, thank you, Minister. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, share this. Roger Dundas. Connect with the Minister, right? And have Eat Jamaican in your Buy Blacks Restaurant Week. Cool. Thank you for watching.
Andre Smith, they call me the Flip Boss. I actually built a fintech app called Flip and Floss, and we use animation, gamification, and simulation to teach kids about money management. And our goal is to help at least 1 million kids to learn how to save, invest, and break generational cycle. All of this actually started because I struggled with debt. Like when I got to Canada, I got myself in like 50 grand worth of bad debt.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of work to get out of that. And you know, debt is something, like bad debt is something that really keeps us from progressing as a people. And so I wanted to be able to do something about that. So that's how all of this came about.
Okay. And that's a wrap for day 2 of the conference. Watch me in my swag. Today was good. The Prime Minister made his address today, so that was very, I've never been in a Prime Minister address or any public place with a Prime Minister before. So that was a first for me, or lots of government officials. So that was good and interesting, and he had a lot to say about Jamaica and the direction of where Jamaica is going and all that wonderful stuff that is relevant to us as part of the diaspora. I also spoke to the Minister of Agriculture about Eat Jamaica, the Eat Jamaica campaign, which they're now launching as a global campaign. So of course we want to take it to them in Canada and share with you guys some actually seasoned food. I'm sorry, Canada, but Jamaican food, lots of people, everybody loves jerk chicken, everybody loves a good festival. Of course, Canadians aren't they haven't gotten the ackee part figured out quite yet, because it looks like scrambled eggs, but it's not, so then their brains kind of get confused. But like, Jamaica is a brand, lots of people love Jamaica, like Jamaica, and Jamaican food is amazing, an amazing part of our culture. So we're going to be like getting on board with that Eat Jamaica campaign. Lots of opportunity to network. I interviewed Flip Boss, and without any preparation or anything he said, network. The key to success, networking, expand your network, go out there, meet people, talk to people. You never know what these genuine connections can lead to. So I feel so energized. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of the Jamaica Diaspora Conference here in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I am looking forward to seeing just how things wrap up tomorrow. And these 3 days have been a lot of days of connections, but this is just the start. Coming out of these doors, for anybody who networked, gets connected. See how you can support each other as part of the diaspora. See how you can support each other's businesses. Like, subscribe, share, follow all these wonderful things on all of the social media channels. And yeah, that's a wrap for day 2. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of the Diaspora Conference. We are here on this here day 3 at the Jamaica Diaspora Conference at the Montego Bay Convention Center. And today's the final day. Tomorrow we head back to Canada. And today it's gonna be more mixing and mingling and meeting and learning. I have a cool idea for the Eat Jamaica campaign. Wearing branded Jamaica socks. Gotta go tell my socks girl. Okay, look like somebody important is here, so maybe I cannot be here, so maybe I should go somewhere else. Okay, this is somebody important. There's a lot of delegates and fancy people. Security. Okay, it's the Governor General. The Governor General is here. So maybe I need to walk around.
Jamaica youth through seminars, workshops, and initiatives, creating a strong support network. Stephen has organized financial literacy seminars for Jamaican Canadian immigrants and initiatives like the Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council's Christmas Dinner and the Immigration, Refugees and Citizen Canada workshops. His community service began in Jamaica and continued in Canada, supporting the Jamaican High Commission and the Consulate General. Stephen's remarkable journey underscores a determination and commitment for serving others. Mr. Stephen Gatton, it is with pride and confidence that the Governor-General has selected you as a worthy recipient of the 2024 Governor-General's Achievement Awards for Excellence.
Woo! Well deserved. Okay, we are here today with Mr. Lennox Richards. I saw him on the very first day of the conference dressed very dapper, very, very dapper. You couldn't walk past him and not say hello. So I stopped and said hello. He has seen my videos, so it's a good thing I'm a nice person.
Yes.
And, you know, that very first night we met, you had shared a little bit of an immigration story, which I think is good for other people to hear, especially other people who are coming here with younger kids, to understand some of the realities that are untold stories, experiences of kids who may not be able to vocalize what they're feeling, but you very much remember it, right? You're very, so tell me a little bit about your immigration story, how you came to Canada, and then your experience with your, I don't want to spill any beans, so your experience.
Okay, so thank you very much for having me, as well as to speak of my immigration or my migration, let's say, to Canada. As a child, I came to Canada with my father, leaving my mother back home. And as a kid, you don't understand nothing more than you know how you're living, right? But I can say that when I was a child, I had a very hard Jamaican patois accent, you know? So when I came to, when I moved to Toronto, we left Spanish Town and we moved to Toronto, specifically a neighborhood named Jane and Finch. So when I moved over there as a kid, I would say I got bullied a little bit, fresh off the plane, speaking patois. They don't really understand me, you know what I mean? And I remember speaking to my mom, who was still back home, speaking to her every night or as often as I did, and she would always say, nobody lick, nobody pick me. I make them send you back. Like, you know what I mean? And as a kid, I'm like, don't make them send me back. What are you talking about, you know? And over time, I think naturally, the patois kind of broke off. My mom's a very educated woman as well, so she's on me about reading, and reading is knowledge. Knowledge is power. That is literally like how we got off the phone every time we spoke growing up, you know? So I was, my family in Canada, my father's, my grandmother, my uncles, very strong in the Jamaican community as well. So in my home where I lived in Canada, it was still Jamaica until I left outside. Then I was in, when I opened that door and I walked out the door, then I was in Canada, right? But when I got back home and I went into that door, into that building, I was now back in Spanish Town, right? So that just to give the experience of how it was. So as a child growing up and actually getting to mingle with people from different cultures and get to witness things, I would say that's where it became not necessarily challenging, but a learning experience for the better too, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And you got very involved, without getting too political. You got very involved in, you know, being part of, an active part of the diaspora in Canada, supporting Jamaicans. So if you want to share a little bit about your experience with that, and for Jamaicans who are currently in Canada, swimming in the immigration jungle, what words of advice do you have for them to, you know, succeed in the Canadian market?
To succeed, let's start in the people who are migrating to Canada or interested in coming to Canada. Definitely look into what your skill set is. Look into what you realistically have potential in doing, something you love. If you're trying to do it just for the dollars, don't do that, because you will disappoint yourself, because it's a very a very busy marketplace when it comes to people from all over the world coming to Canada specifically for work, right? So I implore Jamaicans to kind of reach out to the networks that are out there, come to these kind of conferences that are happening so you can meet people like myself, people like you that have already seen what's happening abroad and able to share our experiences. In 2012, I actually ran and I was elected to be the president of the Jamaican Diaspora Canada Foundation. So that was a big thing for me. I was able to, I represented Canada at this conference in 2014, so 10 years ago. So they were the ones that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade invited me back since I sat on the International Advisory Board for the Diaspora.
Right.
So yeah, the Diaspora has great, what they have building with Jamaica and the Diaspora has a lot of great potentials for Jamaicans as well as Jamaicans abroad to communicate and network with each other.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm glad that you're bringing on that point. And I don't have to say it. If this is your first video, welcome to As Told by Canadian Immigrants. My name is Kristina McPherson, your host and 10-year Canadian immigrant. And if this is not the first time that you're watching this video, this is not the first time that you are hearing that the key to success, the words of advice from a lot of veteran immigrants, new immigrants is networking. He said it without any preparation, right? I just asked a question. Yesterday, Flip Boss said it. 2 weeks ago, the authors of Jerk Chicken Magic, so they authored the book. They're in Canada. You've heard of them?
Yes.
Okay, so they're in Canada. Then the week before, Roger Dundas said it, networking. The week before, Ricardo McRae said it, networking. It's like the word of the year last year and this year. So if there's anything repetition is a mother of all skills, so don't get tired of hearing it because you're going to hear it over and over. But if for anybody who did not come to this conference, and we've been here, seeing it and thinking what it's going to be and actually experiencing it, I think is two different things. Right. So if you could say something to somebody to leave an impressionable mark in their mind about 2026, to come to the conference in 2026, what would you say?
I would tell anyone interested in coming to the conference, if you love Jamaica like you say you do, come to the conference. It's not gonna hurt you to learn more about what's happening here, right? The rock is booming, jam rock is booming, right? So I would definitely implore people to come out to the conference in 2026 and see what is there for you and your skill set, right? So whether you are interested in whatever field you're working in right now, or you're interested in something that's happening abroad but you don't know how to get a hand on it, you want to come to the conference. If you're abroad and you are on the fence about, should I invest? And it is an investment to come to the conference as well, right? So you kind of have to invest in yourself to better yourself in a sense, right? So the investment is kind of killing two birds with one stone, because you are getting to come back to Jamaica, you are getting to mingle with like-minded individuals that have the same focus that you have. And we had some beautiful events happening in the evenings that have been sponsored events with artists. You had a lot of luncheon events happening, awards, the Governor General's Award. We just witnessed that happen today. So yes, so definitely a lot of things for people to look out for. I can't pinpoint just one thing. If you're interested in businesses, if you're an entrepreneur, get yourself in the marketplace. You know what I mean? If you are interested in how you can give back, come join our day of service, where you can go around and see what industry or what sector you want to be a part of. So I implore everyone who loves Jamaica on some kind of level to look into it at least and give yourself that opportunity to know more. Knowledge is power. So learn more about where you come from.
Yep. Perfect.
Yes.
And it's an amazing opportunity to network. You never know who you might meet. You don't know what those interactions may lead to.
Yes.
And since you have 2 years to plan, technically, my plane ticket to Jamaica was free because I have a TD Aeroplan credit card.
Okay.
Been collecting points.
Nice.
And TD equals Aeroplan equals Air Canada.
Dollars.
And so I used my points, and it's not points I've been collecting for 2 years. It's just between November and now.
Really?
Used my points, and it was a business class ticket.
Okay.
And it was only business class because it was less points for business class and economy.
You're the link. Everything needs to be... following you. Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
TD, if you're watching this, I'm okay I will be a brand ambassador for your TD Aeroplan Infinity card because I'm pro things that will help you guys succeed, that will not break your pocket. So my ticket to Jamaica was a free ticket, literally paid zero money.
So thank you to TD.
Thank you to TD and Aeroplan.
Get a hold of both of us.
Yes.
Yes, for 2026.
TD, Aeroplan, and Air Canada.
Nice.
So thanks so much for watching. If this is the first time, please subscribe for more helpful videos like this. We talk about Canadian immigration and sharing the immigration stories of other immigrants that you can learn from. They say experience is the best teacher, but sometimes other people's experience is the best teacher because you save a lot of stress, a lot of money, a lot of heartache by just learning from people who have gone before you. Yes. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
Nice.
That's a wrap. It's time to go home. They're packing up the stage. That was a good 3 days at the Diaspora Conference. Met some super interesting people. Learned some interesting things. And now it's time to go and see family and go home. Are you ready to go home? I'm okay to go home and see my little mini me, my little Bam Bam. I just gave one of my subscribers and faithful followers a signed copy of my book, and I also gave a signed copy of my book to my conference buddy who got me this awesome cup. Keep the faith, and see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, share, all these wonderful things.